that brings us to our favorite part of the podcast, Facebook Live, etc. Prediction time.
Yes.
You wanna tee this one up, Nate? In terms of, do we know where we're at?
I know. I got it right
Yeah,
there.
I had a
Trust
feeling.
me.
I had a feeling I could rely on you for that one.
So, I survived a 4-game stretch of not picking any game right, and I'm still at the top at 15-9.
We're chipping away, man. We're chipping away.
Orlando and Jared are just a game back. They're 14-10 picking games this year. Jared really took a tough one this past week, picking the Blazers to go 3-0.
I had one glorious day at the top, and then it came crashing down.
And we weren't even there to let you have it and brag over us. So
I'm still just a game behind you, Nate.
Exactly, and this is a long ways to go here.
Yep.
Although I plan to be even better the rest of the year. They got the Rockets on Saturday, the Warriors on Monday, and the Heat on Wednesday night.
Yep.
And so the Warriors and Heat are on the road.
Right.
Rockets are at home. I'm going to go the predictable route and say they go 1-2. Not a hot take here. I say they lose to the Rockets and Warriors, and
Really
they beat the Heat.
quick, did any of us pick them to beat the Rockets or the Warriors, Orlando?
No, I did think about it though.
I thought about it really hard, and because this Blazers team is so weird,
Yes, so
up
unpredictable.
and down, I would not be surprised if they come out and beat the Rockets or the Warriors. I'd be more surprised if they beat the Warriors, but I couldn't pick them to do that. I mean, it's just thinking it could happen and predicting that it will happen are two very different things.
That was my one question. Where I was like, who has the guts to put it on paper and say that this would happen?
Well, we have guts. I'm just not foolish.
Right, exactly.
Oh, come on.
There's a big difference there.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
you're scared.
I agree with you guys. Back to the point of, they do well when their backs are up against the wall. This is a perfect situation. No one's expecting them to win Saturday night. The Rockets have won their last 6 road games by more than 15 points, which is an all-time NBA record, the longest streak of winning by 15 on the road ever in the NBA. And I believe they have the Jazz still on Thursday or Friday. So maybe that streak will be over by the time they get to Portland. But maybe it won't be. And so it would be so fitting that the Blazers, this up and down, consistently inconsistent team, is the team that ends it.
I wouldn't even bat an eye. I'd be like, yeah, sounds about right. Yeah,
The NBA is weird. I mean, think about a couple of the Blazers losses. Just last night, the Wizards were coming off a 46-point loss?
47.
47-point loss, and they came in and played a great game and beat the Blazers. And then the Kings, earlier in the season, were coming off the 47-point loss to the Hawks and beat the Blazers the next game. So you never know. I mean, the NBA is odd like that. But,
but
it's the Rockets.
It is the Rockets, and they haven't lost when Chris Paul and James Harden both play. They're still undefeated. Granted, that's only been, I think, about 8 games so far this season. But
they've won 13 out of 14, 7-game win streak.
Honestly, they look like the best team in the West right now. They look better than Golden State, and they beat Golden State when they played them back in the first day of the season. And Golden State has had these moments this season where I don't know if it's they're uninterested, but they get down.
Right.
They get down, 15-20, and they end up winning by 10 or 15 still because they have that firepower. But they haven't been as consistent as the Rockets have been this year. The Rockets have just been, pedal to the metal. Here we go. And I have a hard time seeing the Blazers winning either of those 2 games, even with Steph Curry being out for the Warriors.
Steve Kerr said that Steph Curry having to miss some games here is actually the best thing that could happen to the team. And it's kind of like last year when Durant got hurt, and that kind of got the rest of the team back in sync. And then when Durant came back, he just came in. It was a seamless transition, and they rolled the rest of the season. You could see that where one of their stars being out could allow all the other players to kind of get in sync, and then Curry can fold into an offense like that, no problem. So I don't think Steph Curry being out is any kind of real advantage for the Blazers.
So you say that they're going 1-2.
Yeah.
That leaves us with the Miami game.
On the road. Did anyone pick them to lose that game?
No.
Oh, okay. Jared had me thinking, he didn't tell me his picks, but he had me tease beforehand, making me think someone went 0-3.
Yeah.
And so,
I thought about it because at that point they're on a 5-game losing streak. They're on the road. Yeah, I mean, it could happen.
But, I mean,
sounds like a lot of us lost our edge here.
Yeah. Well,
all 3 of us go 1-2.
We all went 1-2, so I'll hold my reign at the top regardless of how these picks go.
Doesn't matter what happens.
But, I mean, the Heat, the reason I think the Blazers won't have an issue with the Heat is the Heat, like the Blazers, really struggle to score. And so the Blazers, I think, struggle against teams who are good offensive teams and against teams that are a little bit weaker offensively. I don't think they've had much of an issue with so far this year. And the Heat aren't a great defensive team either. And so, and there's not a player on the Heat that you fear
No.
for the Blazers. I mean, Goran Dragic and Hassan Whiteside, they're nice players.
They're good players.
But there's not anyone you fear out there. None of them are like Bradley Beal, you know. And so I don't see them losing that game on the road. And they've been a good road team this year.
And there's only 4 teams in the NBA right now that have a worse point differential than the Heat. So the Heat finished last season really well, so you kind of think of them as a better team or an up-and-coming team, but they haven't been good this year at all.
They've lost 3 out of their last 4. There's nothing better than going to the beach.
Yeah, man, go
to
pick
South
up
Beach,
and
man.
end a 5-game losing streak and pick up a win and get it going back in the right direction again.
So we're all going 1-2 this week.
1-2. Sorry,
What do you
that's
say,
not-
Max? I'd like to call out Max here because I wasn't the only one who picked the Blazers to go 3-0 last
Oh
week.
man,
Max,
No,
you went
I did
you went
too.
3-0.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Max is usually not.
Oh,
I mean,
know.
this isn't a shot.
You
at
let your guard down,
Yeah,
man.
you're.
I mean, I wasn't proud of it, but I also I also thought that Anthony Davis was going to get injured, and sure enough, that happened. But I'm not proud of that. But
That's
I
right,
think the
you did
Heat.
say.
I think the
No.
Heat. The
He
Heat
jinxed him.
will likely be without Whiteside again. I think they're more dangerous when he's out. Like I think their bench on any given night can be better than their starters. I don't think that's ever the case for the Blazers.
Yeah.
I think that's a dangerous game that I would lean that they would lose as well.
So would you go 0-3?
I think I would.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
I would say that's more the Max I know.
Yes,
than the
me too.
3-0 Max.
Yeah.
Pessimist.
Hopefully
That
the
caught me
reverse
off
jinx
guard.
works.
There you go.
Oh, Max reverse jinxing the Blazers into a 3 seed in the Western Conference playoffs.